All right. I'll call the special city council meeting. Today's Friday, April 30th, 2021 at 6:30 p.m. I'm going to call to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll start with a roll call.
Alderman Johnson. Alderman Montoya.
Here.
Rita.
Here.
Alderman Farnwell.
Here.
Alderman McGee.
Here.
Alderman Carr.
Here.
Alderman Rowe.
Here.
Alderman Bellato.
I'm here. So I'll open up the meeting with just housekeeping. I'm employing Montana Welsh as the city attorney as a temporary appointment until ratification at our next regular meeting.
For housekeeping purposes, I know some aldermen have already deposited their oaths of office with the clerk's office. The remaining elected officials have also taken their oaths of office. The citywide officers have procured and executed the necessary bonds. I'm going to provide them to the clerk right now for filing. All right? Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any public comment? I see Dexter Johnson. Alderman Dexter Johnson is right. Any public comment? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to the action items. First, we have an approval of payroll for April 16th, 2021 for the amount of $393,495.86. Is there a motion?
I move.
Motion's made by Alderman Rita, seconded by Alderman Farnwell. On the question? Clerk, please do a roll call.
Alderman Johnson.
No.
Alderman Montoya.
Yes.
Alderman Rita.
Yes.
Alderman Farnwell.
Aye.
Alderman McGee.
Yes.
Alderman Carr.
Aye.
Alderman Rowe.
Aye.
1 no and 6 yes.
Motion's carried. Next, we have item B, approval of accounts payable for April 28th, 2021 in the amount of $409,582.61. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Alderman Carr, seconded by Alderman Roll. On the question?
I have a couple questions, and I
Question.
guess if I might. And,
Alderman Farnwell.
As my first opportunity to address you as new mayor in public, congratulations and welcome to the dais.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just wanted to check on the payables that we have here. When we talked the other night, I believe that you had said that some of these had already been approved for payment. Can you tell me what those were?
One, but since we had the meeting, I don't think it was actually issued. It was a contractual payroll clerk. She's under the accounts payable because she's not an employee.
Okay, I see. All right, so why is she, why she's not under the payroll?
We discussed this before, and it's one of those issues where we walked into a lot of vacancies today, and we need to address that.
All right. Okay.
Any other questions?
I have questions and concerns, but again, I know that services have been rendered and they need to get paid, so I will abstain.
Okay, thank you. Any other question? If not, clerk, please do a roll call.
Alderman Johnson.
No.
Alderman Montoya.
Yes.
Alderman Rita.
Aye.
Alderman Farnwell.
Aye.
Alderman McGee.
Aye.
Alderman Carr.
You can call me McCarr. Aye.
Alderman Rowe.
Aye.
1 no and 6.
All right, motion carries. We have item C, adoption of resolution 2021-10, a resolution approving and authorizing a contract with Gotham Insurance Company and a service agreement for administration of claims with Sedgwick Claims Management Services Incorporated for general liability insurance and claims administration with respect to the Metro parking lots liability. I see Attorney Horvath.
The actual agreement should be, the actual resolution should be the one with Scottsdale Insurance Company. Gotham withdrew its willingness to contract with the city. So I sent you all a revised resolution yesterday evening.
All right, I'll amend my reading to the Scottsdale. Is there a motion?
I move.
Motion by Alderman Farnwell, seconded by Alderman Johnson. On the question,
Go ahead.
Alderman McGee.
Yes, I think that, I mean, we should technically have multiple bids, but I know that we are currently uninsured, so, and this is imperative that we have this insurance, so, yeah, but for the future, for the next contract, if we can come together on this a little bit sooner, that would be great. That's my comment.
Thank you. Alderman Farnwell?
Yeah, so, Mr. Mayor, I do have a concern about how this has played out. You know, we were scheduled to have met at the last city council meeting last Tuesday, and no members of your faction showed up, so we weren't able to have a meeting. As a result of that, this policy now has gone up in cost of about a little over $3,000. Also, we've had to pay a change endorsement of $950, and I'm sure there were additional legal fees. So this is now costing the city an extra $5,000, which if we had just followed normal procedure, it would not have. So it's a disappointment. I wish that you had all been here on Tuesday so we wouldn't have to do this tonight. I do agree with Alderman with Gabe that we do need to proceed and go with the Scottsdale insurance. I would hope that this, you know, just would not be something that would happen again.
I think we share the belief that hopefully this doesn't happen again, and I think we both can agree that we've been dealt these cards multiple times in our joint administration as aldermen, and hopefully, I agree, go out to bid, and we have plenty of time to renew it before it expires.
Well,
and I had my reasons from the other night, and I think we're approving it now, and hopefully water under the bridge.
Well, I don't agree that not showing up for city council meetings is acceptable.
I think we need to get past that. We're all Blue Islanders now. We're all in the same party.
I still stand by my objection to...
I appreciate it. Thank you. Alderman Rita.
I just wanted to say that nobody, the communication wasn't there from the mayor, the past mayor, or from any department heads. Nobody communicated that the importance of this. I had no idea that this insurance was going to lapse. The other thing is, I do know with my personal, like my homeowner's insurance, I get a notice months in advance that it's coming to the end, so I don't understand how it got to this point where it just expired. I'm wondering if it was sitting on somebody's desk or something, you know what I mean?
They let us know Alderman Rita, and we negotiated and things of that nature, but then it came back. The reason why they didn't want to renew it because this is the second time it lapsed, and Ms. Rowe
I did read that.
negotiated, you know, for them to come back again.
But they were both April dates. That's why I was,
Yeah, but,
I think if you address the chair, you've mentioned your concerns, and taken your consideration, I think we all can agree this shouldn't happen again. So thank you. Any other comments? I'd ask the clerk for a roll call.
Alderman Johnson.
yes.
Alderman Montoya.
Yes.
Alderman Rita.
aye.
Alderman Farnwell.
Aye.
Alderman McGee.
Aye.
Alderman Carr.
Aye.
Alderman Roll.
Aye.
7 ayes.
All right, motion carried. Aldermanic announcements. Any aldermanic announcements? I'll give a little update of my day today, but I'll let the alderman speak first. Alderman Rita.
I would just like to congratulate all the new aldermen and the remaining aldermen and you, Mayor, and Clerk Cantello and Treasurer Frosto. So thank you, and it's nice to be up here with the new board.
Thank you. Alderman McGee.
Okay, so I was able to kind of tour today. I visited the police station and I visited Public Works as well, City Hall. You know, I'm starting to get a grasp on you know what can be bettered in the city. I know that some equipment can be upgraded, and then we have some standing equipment that needs to be disposed of. So at least I had the privilege of kind of getting a first glimpse at things. But I encourage the other new aldermen to go and you know, check out Public Works, check out the police department, and you know, get a handle on what the city needs, because you know, it does. I mean, we're working with the best that we can, you know, but I think that we can do better. Blue Island can do much better. So and we need to support our staff that supports us. So
Thank you. Any other aldermen?
I've got a couple of comments.
Alderman Fairwell.
So again, I am appreciative of the fact that we have a new administration and an opportunity to move ahead, and that's a good thing. And I look forward to working cooperatively as we can. And Mr. Mayor, I appreciate your sending out the early advance copy of the proposed ordinance about staffing and so forth. I didn't get a chance to look at it in any detail, and many of the structural things I think are, you know, things that are workable. I am frankly very concerned about how the staffing is going to be placed, and that I don't think is going to be a slam dunk, frankly. I want to work as cooperatively as I can with you. I have some pretty strong feelings about it, and you know, I just hope we can deal openly and objectively about those issues.
I think like we mentioned when we discussed, we need to work out through a lot of things, and there's a level of trust that's to be built, and I openly mean what I said to the ones I had the privilege of meeting with so far. I want us to compromise with almost everything we do as much as possible. There's some things that I see the vision for the city that I don't want to budge on. We might see different avenues of getting there, but I think we all want to go to the same place. So I look forward to working with everybody. And I'll give an update of what happened today also with Alderman McGee. We kind of had the same tour for most part. I'm familiar with some of the department heads. We all know there's been a lot of deferred maintenance. It's been very apparent just in the mayor's office alone. First of all, I walked in, there was no staff. The HR director, I was informed today, resigned last week. The mayor's secretary resigned last week or was fired. No, she was terminated last week. Not to mention all the other openings that we already knew existed. We didn't have any real central administration since one of the directors resigned 6 months ago or so. The city clerk has stepped up to take a lot of roles. My father, city treasurer, has taken up a lot of roles. So we've been definitely a lack of administration and leadership at City Hall to run the day-to-day. And that's very apparent, I think, to everybody. And so I showed up, and I brought Tom Wogan with me, and attorney was on call, and Treasurer Frausto. And we came to an office that was absent of anybody, nobody. Nobody to give me keys, nobody to introduce me to anybody else, but I already knew most of the people anyway. Tony, the maintenance guy, was very friendly to what we needed, but it was no easy transition. And there's buckets in almost every office of collecting rainwater. The air conditioning at the police station, I was notified the other day, is completely gone at a $65,000 replacement fee. So I had to run and get a contractor to see if we can get it up and running temporarily right now until we address that. There is buckets in every office. There's carpeting held together by duct tape in most offices. There's a room full to about halfway point, not exaggerating, of garbage bags full of blueprints. There's cassette tapes from the 70s, probably 25% of that room. There's most stuff that's on the walls from the previous administration, meaning the Don Floquin administration, that was never removed. Most places haven't been painted in 20 years, and it's just multiple maintenance issues. And there's good parts too. We have a lot of dedicated staff that are here. We have employees that have been here for a long time and some that haven't, but they're here and they were very welcoming. But we have a lot of vacancies, and we'll get past that, and we're going to have to rebuild the city.
So, may I just make one additional comment, Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Thank you. I certainly appreciate the concerns you have about the current condition of things, and I understand that they're dire. But I do also see maybe a bright side to that, in that we do have the opportunity to kind of build a new city administration. And I guess my overriding concern, and the thing that I will press on with this, is that we need to find the best people we can for every single position. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't mean hiring the people we know necessarily. It means going out, getting together the resumes, interviewing the candidates, developing job descriptions, and hiring the best person. And I'm not opposed to anyone, and I'm not in favor of anyone, but
I took some of your suggestions. If you notice, and when you reviews it, there's job descriptions already being built in what I sent you, which we never had before.
Good.
So please take a look at it, all the aldermen, and please let me know of suggestions. But that's really it on my end. It was just a hit the ground running, and I've already met with multiple community members, or reached out to some community members that were planning on pulling their businesses out of town to see if there's anything we can do. And as we meet and get along, I'll let the council know where we're at. But it's just a lot of people are anxious to meet with the executive office because no one's been responding for so long. And it's been very apparent today, especially when people found out, the word got out that I was in. So it's going to be a lot of work. I expect it to be a lot of work. Everything I've ever done in my life, I've worked very hard on, and I want to work with the city council like I've been telling you guys. So I appreciate the comments. Any other Alderman concerns, or Treasurer, do you have anything?
No comments at this time, Mayor.
Alderman Johnson.
Yes, affordable housing, said they tried to get in contact with some people and they wanted to, I guess, reach out with the, per se, giving them the olive branch for the Libby's building that's on Western, and wanted to try to make it a taxable income by trying to having to sit down with you and maybe Attorney Quarterback or Attorney Montana Welch to try to resolve some things and move that building forward and be taxing, right?
As we discussed, Alderman, very interested in also meeting with them. Thank you.
Is it, do you happen to have the time?
I think there's a lot of fires, but I think it could be very well done within the month of May.
The month of May?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, who are we going with as far as attorneys?
I mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, I've appointed Montana Welch as temporary city attorney, pending final approval at the next regular board meeting.
Okay, I'm sorry I was late, because I had a lot of issues going on today. Wish we could have got this done for Tuesday on a regular meeting, but for whatever reason, it didn't happen. And I want to suggest that we can have Olson Sturt retained as our municipal law.
Thank you. Any Alderman comments? If not, Treasurer, do you have anything?
No comments, Mayor.
City Attorney?
No comments.
City Clerk?
No comments.
All right. So we need a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion.
We did public comment at the beginning. Make a motion, Alderman Rita. Is there a second? Alderman Roll? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
The city clerk wants to talk to all the aldermen and elected officials on the way out. We have a gift, and we look forward to swearing in on May 10th, which will still happen at 6:30. I will get invitations to you very soon, and we want to make it a good affair, a good swearing in.